Meta-Check Fitness. Sagt Ihnen das was? Schon mal gehört? Meta-Check Fitness? Nee? Das ist ein innovativer DNA-Test, aus den Medien vielleicht auch bekannt als Gendiät. Unser nächster Referent wird Ihnen jetzt mal dieses Verfahren erläutern. Also man nimmt ein bisschen von Speichel und Schleimhaut, unterzieht es einem Gentest und dann kann man bestimmte Typen herausfinden, die was besonders gut vertragen. Also der Stoffwechsel wird dadurch analysiert. Unser Referent ist Tobias Niemann. Er wird Ihnen dieses Verfahren erläutern, auch seine Erfahrungen in der Praxis damit. Es ist letztlich auch ein Tool, um Übergewicht zu reduzieren. Und wir gucken auch so ein bisschen über die Erfahrungswerte in Kombination mit Personal Training und EMS, was die zwei oder die drei Geschichten miteinander optimal bringen können. Tobias Niemann ist Geschäftsführer von Formidu und vom Netzwerk Health Connect Manager im Dialog, also hat verschiedene Zugänge zu diesem Thema. Und jetzt sein Thema Meta-Check Fitness.
Ja, vielen Dank und herzliches Willkommen. Vielen Dank auch, dass Sie an meinem Vortrag teilnehmen. Ich hoffe auch, dass Sie sitzen bleiben und die nächste halbe Stunde genießen und ich Ihnen etwas Neues mitbringen kann. Ich möchte mit einem Fernsehbericht starten, der bei ProSieben gelaufen ist, bei Galileo, weil der den Meta-Check und die Gendiät ideal erläutert und erklärt. Der Clip geht 12 Minuten und beginnt jetzt. Danach haben Sie dann nochmal Freude mit mir.
Well, this was our little film footage, and this was shown at the Pro7 channel, and some of you might think that this is unbelievable. There were some statements, well, I don't believe it, unbelievable, super great. But the key statement is that I could finally eat, and nonetheless, I lose weight. A classical diet is marked by dispensing with food, by having tremendous reduction in calories, and, being hungry all the time doesn't work in the long run. And this Meta-Check is a product helping you to give better advice to your customers and helping them to have sustainable weight loss. Let me explain to you what we do. This is the complexity of overweight. I'm not focusing on individual boxes, but what is important is that we found out that genetics all has an impact on your attempts at losing weight. This is where we start, and with the Meta-Check Fitness we find out where the metabolization is better in some customers. We talk about a nutrigenetic analysis. We analyze the metabolic genes, tell people what sports activity helps them to better lose weight, what it has got to do with personal training, EMS training I come back to later on. And they have got a training. They described it for the target groups. The test was developed, well, quite close to Cologne, Bonn. There is the sports university and two other universities, and we in Formidu, we've got exclusive sales rights for the fitness market. We analyze genes that have an impact on metabolization, and this is the product, this is the test. At the end of the day, we give you a cardboard box, and this cardboard box includes the mucal swab and the equipment and further documents that need to be filled in by the customers during the studio while they do EMS training. This sample is taken. It takes 1 minute to take the mucus sample. Then the test tube is put into an envelope, sent to our lab, and after about 2 weeks, you get the analysis back in your studio, and based on the analysis, you can counsel your trainee. Here again, the path which is necessary and must be taken, it's very quick and uncomplicated. You also have the stamp on the envelope, and well, the rest is peanuts. And then there are 2 analysis evaluation sheets we make available and hand back to you. This is the express analysis, which includes detailed explanations as to what the customer should eat in the first 4 weeks to lose about 5 kilos, with actual recipes, proposals that fit their meta types. And then for the stabilization phase, there is the analysis mentioned in the report, and this analysis comprises 28 pages. Here, one sample analysis. You can see carbohydrate shows a positive metabolism, and proteins and lipids are then poor in terms of metabolization, and this does away with old wisdoms in terms of nutrition. Some say I must not eat carbohydrates. In the film, we saw it. Somebody stuck to it and found, well, that losing weight in the long term was impossible. There are people who better use up and absorb carbohydrates better than proteins and lose weight better because the motor burns better this way. And this is what we managed to bring out by means of the tests. And here we have got more impact when they do speeds-related sports. So speed-based training helps their metabolism better. We distinguish between these metatypes. We named them alpha, beta, gamma, and delta. We have a type that goes for proteins, a mixed type, then one who focuses on carbohydrates, and a mixed type. We've got these 4 types, and based on the 4 types, we distinguish in our analysis. What we do, too, is in our general nutritional recommendations, we take what the German Association for Nutrition tells us. And when we somebody focuses on protein metabolization, we do not say no carbohydrates, but we then of course, include them, but not so much. Then in the evaluation, we've got 500 individual foods we put into a traffic light system, red, amber, and green. Green are the foods that are well metabolized, and the amber part, this is where we say, okay, a maximum of 3 times per week they should be absorbed, or red should be avoided, or only taken once a week. And it's a good basis for the customer and their shopping lists. And the recipes proposed include, of course, these particular foodstuffs. In addition to this particular analysis, there is an online nutrition portal for the customer they have access to, and based on the barcode, the customer receives these customers may download recipes, as many as they want. This is also something the personal trainer can charge extra for. Trainers handle this differently. There are some customers that individually want to cover the nutrition part and only then provide training, counseling, hand the analysis over to the customers and say your nutrition is something you can change on your own, because these trainers, they do not cover the nutrition sector, so they use this particular tool as a counseling tool. And our analysis is so good, so individual, that on this particular basis you achieve your goals. And then there is the other extreme. They also print out the recipes from the online portal and offer intensive cooperation. We leave that to the trainers. And there are 2 types of sports. One is endurance, the other one is speed. This applies to customers that may lose weight better by doing endurance sports. We are in the EMS hall now. You could say, okay, how does endurance sports and EMS training match? Very well. One of our larger customers is Body Street, and Body Street is actually using the Better Check Fitness as a tool for nutrition counseling in their studios. And we compiled specific evaluations for the purpose of EMS training for people who should go along with endurance training. We've got something specific there. You can do this in an EMS studio, and in addition we have information that you do it out in the forest and nature, that you do additional sports in order to perform endurance sports. This is, for example, what an EMS evaluation looks like. You see it. We focus on EMS training. We show the equipment, and so the analysis actually fits your work. Here, an example for the speed type accordingly, and the analysis includes concrete, tangible information as to what the customer should take into consideration, and this is the bedrock for the recommendation we give. So why does this MetaCheck Fitness check work in the long run? A traditional diet is based on reducing a substance, tremendously, and the customers don't exactly know, are these proteins, are we talking about carbohydrates or only fats? And what we do is we clearly tell the customer where their metabolization is better. And a classical diet, you can see it here, gives you a potential fast reduction of the proportion of fat, and then the yo-yo effect comes in and you put on all the weight back again, and with the MetaCheck you have permanent loss of weight, and as long as the customer complies with the recommendation, they can keep the low weight in the long run, and they do not have to be hungry all the time. No, they can eat the matching food stuffs in the long run, eat as much as they want, and I think not going hungry is highly important for sustainable nutritional behavior. And we have got some unique selling points. DNA tests in the fitness environment are something relatively novel. This is what we bring together and reconcile, so to speak, and this is why we are successful. We are currently selling about 10,000 tests via personal trainers and fitness studios. Our business works the following way. It's exclusively via personal trainers, fitness studios, and special interest. We sell our test. We do not sell it online, but we use you as a, wholesaler, so to speak, that you gain more competence based on our DNA test for making customers more satisfied, helping them to get their dream body. What is very new, this is something I wanted to show you, is another test we developed in cooperation with our partners, the partner universities. It's called MetaCheck Power. And MetaCheck Power is a test which is not designed for losing weight, but it's for gaining muscles, for building them up. And the MetaCheck Power tells you how to work your muscles to build up these muscles in the long run, and we make it available and we exclusively present it now and launch it in the market. Should you have questions regarding the products, just access our For Me Do website, and we have got a stand in Hall 6F20. I will also be here. I've got material here. Please approach me apart from that. Let me thank you very much for listening. I'm happy that I had such a large audience. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. But I think I have to ask one question. How much is it? How expensive is it? I guess that you would also like to know. Could you give us a rough guesstimate for what it will cost to the end users and the studio, the club operators?
Well, I was asked this question before. Of course, I've got an answer. We recommend a sales price, a retail price of 350 euros gross. And, well, the purchase price for the personal trainer is something I would like to personally discuss. I would not like to give potential end customers in this room the margin, but 350 is the price for the retail customers. And don't shy away from that. There are many who say, oh, that's pretty expensive. Yes, it's quite a lot of money indeed. But we have been in the business for more than 5 years now, and we have hundreds of partners that sell the test stuff very well. It depends on the competence of the seller, of the personal trainer to some extent. And when this competence, when these skills are good, then they sell the product well, not to 100% of their clients, but to a good percentage that fits.
Thank you very much. And again, you can still talk to our expert at the speaker's counter one-on-one. He will be available for you, so make use of this opportunity to chat him up. Thank you very much.